Good afternoon, Douglas. My name is Dr. Garbini, and I'd like to address your question. Can you tell me if North Carolina State University is a better school at UNCC, and I should spend more time looking at the programs offered, something along there? So I think the first thing before we start is really just to talk to you about your expectations. What are your expectations, and how do you attest to them? It sounds like you're kind of undecided yet, really trying to determine where you're going. This interests me, that interests me. Um, I think once you do a little digging and a little more investigating, you'll realize there's going to be one that a little more speaks to you more than the other in terms of mechatronics or physics or electrical engineering. I also say, too, you're going to spend a lot of time and a lot of money looking to get these degrees. And then when you get out in the field, you're going to get your job and you're going to work through that. And all in a while, that's going to be a lot of time that you spend. I think it'd be pretty wise to spend some time up front, hour, 2 hours, to at least give yourself some thought about what you're going to do. I think tentative is the big word because stuff happens and so things change. But at least you have a tentative idea of where you're going. That's going to be a little better off. So when you start talking about what's better, UNCC or North Carolina State, expectations of what your job are, or money expectations, is an expense to you. North Carolina State is going to be a lot more expensive. Okay, I think there's a lot of other things that are taken care of there. So when you talk about like which one's better, where your expectations lie with what you want to do in your career. You have a specific career field that you want to get into. That kind of all ties back to there. So if you have an answer for that, then you can kind of come back and say, okay, which one is better off? Personally speaking, you're going to get a piece of paper, and it's not going to really matter where you get it from, considering you get a degree. It's more or less what are you going to do with that piece of paper. Meaning you're going to have your resume, you're going to give it to somebody, but once you get that resume, that's just going to get you into the door. So you're going to have to talk, and you're going to have to show all those skills that you learned in your undergraduate. That piece of paper is just a piece of paper. So from that standpoint, where do you want to be, not what education is going to provide you, if that kind of makes any sense. So from that standpoint, really, where does it meet your expectations in terms of UNC Charlotte or North Carolina State in terms of your interest? And should I spend more time looking at the program? So I think that's kind of what I might already mentioned. But yeah, I'd spend a whole bunch of time. I mean, you figure all this time now is time that you're not going to spend down the road later. I mean, let's just say you learn something now and you're like, man, I wish I knew that now, because if I would have learned that 3 years from now, I never would have want to go into electrical engineering if I know I had to worry about, hey, thank you, integration of energy fluxes or something of that accord. So it's like the more context and the more information you can provide yourself now, the better it'll be. Okay? So please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this helps.